Bizarre celebrity phobias, fear of fish, butterflies, and chewing gum? Watch the video to find out more, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you learned something you didn't know before. Kendall Jenner, fear of holes? Do you think the world-famous supermodel Kendall Jenner is afraid of paparazzi or catwalks? Wrong. Her nightmare is small holes. Yes, she has trypophobia, which means she is terrified of holes in things like sponges, Swiss cheese, or even honeycombs. Megan Fox hates paper? Imagine you get a script for a new movie, but instead of excitement, you feel panic. This is exactly what Megan Fox experiences. The touch of dry paper is literally a nightmare for her. Because of this, she reads all scripts electronically and always keeps a glass of water nearby to moisten her fingers when she has to flip through paper. Rihanna, panic fear of fish. The Barbadian beauty Riri grew up on an island, but paradoxically suffers from ichthyophobia, the fear of fish. Once, she even had to be pulled out of the sea because she almost collapsed when a small sea creature appeared near her feet. So if you want to ask her out, definitely skip the sushi restaurant. David Beckham, fear of flocks of birds. The legendary footballer, but when a flock of birds flies around him, panic. David Beckham suffers from ornithophobia, a pathological fear of flocks of birds. He even used to have nightmares that led him to see a psychologist. Madonna, fear of storms. The queen of pop may fear nothing on stage, but when a storm comes, she immediately shuts the windows and prays. Madonna suffers from chronophobia, a pathological fear of thunder and lightning. Rita Ora, nightmare on the toilet. Do you think the fear of toilets doesn't exist? Wrong! Rita Ora is scared that something will jump out at her when she sits on the toilet. Kanye West doesn't make phone calls. You might think he is always tweeting or writing crazy messages. Maybe that's because he has a panic fear of making phone calls. He prefers to communicate through emails and text messages. Pamela Anderson hates mirrors. The former Baywatch star became famous for her looks, but paradoxically, she's afraid of mirrors. It's not that she fears ghosts, but she can't stand looking at her own reflection. She even covers the TV if she sees herself in it. Orlando Bloom ran away from pigs. Imagine this. Young Orlando is shooting a grand movie when suddenly a herd of pigs charges toward him. Since then, he has a panic fear of these animals. But paradoxically, he enjoys bacon. Britney Spears, scared of lizards. When you think of Britney Spears, you probably picture the iconic snake from her performance. But for her, that was probably the worst moment, as she suffers from a panic fear of reptiles, especially lizards. Channing Tatum, panic fear of porcelain dolls. The muscular tough guy from Magic Mike. But if someone threw an old porcelain doll at him, he would run faster than in his action movies. Ellen DeGeneres even used this fear on her show, and Channing was totally terrified. Scarlett Johansson hates cockroaches. The Hollywood beauty woke up to find a cockroach crawling on her face. Since then, she has a panic fear of this insect. Johnny Depp, fear of clowns. Captain Jack Sparrow is a brave pirate, but if a clown crosses his path, he would probably sail away immediately. Johnny Depp is afraid of clowns because he believes there's true evil hiding behind their masks. Oprah Winfrey hates chewing gum, the billionaire TV icon. But if you're chewing gum near her, she will probably ask you to leave. Oprah has a panic fear of chewing gum and can't stand when anyone chews gum around her. Nicole Kidman, fear of butterflies. She can play fearless characters in movies, but the moment a butterfly flies near her, it's over. Nicole Kidman suffers from lepidopterophobia, a panic fear of butterflies. She even once admitted she would rather grab a tarantula than touch a butterfly. Matthew McConaughey, fear of revolving doors. The famous actor can easily star in an action film, but revolving doors? Not a chance. Matthew McConaughey is so afraid of them that he avoids them at all costs and prefers to find a regular entrance. Keanu Reeves, fear of dark places. Neo from The Matrix may fight against artificial intelligence, but what really scares him? Acluophobia, the fear of darkness. Keanu never feels comfortable in completely dark environments and often leaves the light on at night. Liam Neeson hates heights. In movies, he jumps across rooftops and saves his family. But in real life, Liam Neeson has a terrifying fear of heights. He suffers from acrophobia and admitted he feels sick just looking down from a balcony. Adele, fear of gulls. The British singer loves the sea, but she can't stand seagulls. One day, as a child, one attacked her, and since then, she suffers from ornithophobia focused on these cheeky birds. Kylie Minogue, fear of clothes hangers. This one is really bizarre. Pop icon Kylie Minogue hates plastic clothes hangers. She says their shape and the noise they make give her goosebumps. She keeps as far away from them as possible. Kristen Stewart hates too smooth surfaces. The Twilight star has a particular aversion to smooth materials like glass or polished metal. Touching such surfaces causes her discomfort. Jake Gyllenhaal suffers from muridophobia. This is the fear of mice and rats. When a gerbil was thrown at him during the filming of Prince of Persia, he almost ran off the set. Khloe Kardashian, fear of infection. While her sisters are unafraid of plastic surgery, Khloe Kardashian has a panic fear of bacteria and illness. She constantly washes her hands and disinfects everything around her. Uma Thurman hates enclosed spaces. The Kill Bill star suffers from claustrophobia. The scene where she was buried alive was a true nightmare for her, and she still avoids elevators and small rooms to this day. Billie Eilish fears balloons. She may be dark and cool, but as soon as a balloon pops, Billie Eilish runs away. She suffers from globophobia, the fear of balloons and their popping sounds. Robert Pattinson hates circular spaces. It's not that he's afraid of stadiums, but Robert Pattinson despises anything in a perfect circular shape. He can't look at them for too long, as they give him anxiety. Tyra Banks, fear of dolphins. The former top model admitted that she's terrified of dolphins. Even though they are considered friendly creatures, Tyra finds them frightening and would never swim with them. Alfred Hitchcock, panic terror of eggs. The master of horror had a truly strange phobia. He hated eggs. He claimed that when an egg yolk broke, it felt worse to him than blood. Woody Allen, fear of the sun. Director Woody Allen suffers from heliophobia, the fear of sunlight. He doesn't go out much and always wears sunglasses, even on cloudy days. Oprah Winfrey, fear of water. Yes, in addition to chewing gum, Oprah also has hydrophobia, the fear of deep water. She can't swim and avoids the ocean because of the panic she feels about what might be lurking beneath the surface. Dita Von Teese hates bananas, burlesque queen. Dita Von Teese can't stand bananas, not just their taste, but also their texture and shape. She can't touch them or even have them in her food. Eminem fears robots. The rap king doesn't feel comfortable around humanoid robots. He gets a weird feeling that they are watching him and wants nothing to do with artificial intelligence. Miley Cyrus, fear of too tight clothes. Miley admitted that she hates the feeling of tight clothing. She suffers from a form of claustrophobia and prefers loose outfits that make her feel free. Madonna, panic fear of coyotes. The queen of pop is not only afraid of storms, but she also has a panic fear of coyotes. She admitted that when she moved to Los Angeles, the first thing she checked was whether there were any of these wild predators nearby. Justin Timberlake, fear of snakes. He may be confident on stage, but when he sees a snake, he runs away. Justin Timberlake has a huge fear of reptiles and avoids any places where he might encounter one. Katy Perry fears empty pools. She may love swimming, but when she sees an empty pool, it gives her the chills. Katy Perry has a strange phobia of drained pools, as they remind her of post-apocalyptic scenes. Salma Hayek hates public speaking. It may sound strange since she's an actress, but Salma Hayek has a terrifying fear of speaking in public. She admitted that during speeches at galas, her mouth often goes dry, and she almost faints. Sean Diddy Combs fears driving on the highway. The the legendary rapper and producer, hates fast driving on highways. Due to car accidents he's witnessed in the past, he's scared to travel on highways and, when possible, prefers side streets or hiring a driver. Hugh Jackman fears dolls. The X-Men star suffers from pediophobia, the fear of creepy dolls from horror movies. He's especially terrified of Chucky from Child's Play, 1988. "When that doll spoke, I almost had a heart attack," he confessed. Matt Damon, panic fear of snakes. The Hollywood actor suffers from ophidiophobia, an extreme fear of snakes. During the filming of We Bought a Zoo, he had a panic attack and cried like a baby. Scarlett Johansson had to calm him down, joking, "He was sweating a little, maybe even in the corner of his eye."
Did any of these facts catch your attention, or do you think we missed something? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future videos.